Coach Scott was talking very highly of you and just the leadership role that he's seen that you've taken, especially from I'd say a younger defensive line or a new defense line, so to
Yeah.
speak. What do you see out of his philosophy and the way he coaches you guys, and what made you believe that you could step up and be maybe that leader guy in that group?
Yeah, I've been here since 2024. I know we've been with a bunch of different guys. Coach Scott's given me a great opportunity. His philosophy of being able to just play fast and us being able to control the defensive front because the rest of the defense feeds off of how the D line comes out. So if the D line comes out and says we will not allow anybody to run the ball, throw the ball, if the ball doesn't make it past the first level, they can't get any yards. So Coach Scott's been really heavy about the D line just being the most aggressive and the most explosive group on the field.
We've heard coaches speak highly of you so far this season, but have you seen anybody that's come onto the team so far that's been new here on the defensive front that's kind of stuck out to you?
Yeah, people all around. We've had returning guys that have taken bigger jumps. We've had like Dre, obviously. Dre's Captain Dre. He's the guy. We've had like Marcellus has came up. He's helped me run these player-led walkthroughs where we're able to just come out, build chemistry, communicate because it is a new defensive scheme. We are gonna put more on tape. So, like Dre, Marcellus, and then we've also had returning guys like Trey, Savon, Wyatt, like everybody. I think from all of the different groups, we've seen a lot of growth between these young men.
Just how have you seen, that chemistry develop among the defense?
Yeah, I think the chemistry has been coming together and we've been meshing pretty well. I think everybody's trying to just play as fast as we can, and we're gonna try and take as many shots as we can. Just being a very explosive and aggressive group. The chemistry's been coming together through us just being able to spend time around each other. I know the D line personally gets together at my house every weekend. We'll get some pizza, watch film, just be able to spend some time breaking things down outside of being around the coaches because there's only so much that the coaches can do for us. If we can police ourselves and if we can hold each other accountable, I think we can become a great group.
How motivated are you and some of the other guys that were on this team last year to play better, I guess, or maybe produce a little bit more from the struggles that you guys went through last year, and how much in the back of your mind are you using that as motivation going into this year?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. We definitely had our struggles last year. Last year had some ups, some downs. It's not Coastal standard to go 6-7, and we don't want to make that a regular occurrence. So we want to come out and we don't want it to be ever a fault on the defense. Not to say that it was a fault on the defense because we had great players and we had great coordinators, but we don't ever want it to be any way, shape, or form showing that our defense isn't the best unit on the field because we come out and we strive to be the best on the field every day.
Spring game this Friday. Just how excited are you to get out in front of Teal Nation to play on the field?
I'm extremely excited. I feel like I've worked my tail off this spring, just trying to get bigger, faster, stronger, become a better athlete. And I hope to be able to put that on tape in front of Teal Nation. It's the best fans in the world.
They've talked about Teal Swarm a lot as the identity of this defense. Just kind of from your perspective, what does that mean to you?
I think the Teal Swarm is a group of young men that come together and we want to just win everything. Everybody's competitive, whether we're playing man and everybody has their one-on-one. Everybody thinks they are going to win that one-on-one, and everybody is going to compete as much as they can. And that is the whole identity of Teal Swarm. Just even if you and playing fast is also another thing that we've honed in on because even if you go take your shot and you miss, your brother's coming right behind you to come through and clear it up. So everybody wants to play fast and aggressive, and that's what we want to try and put on tape.
Is there anything from this Teal Swarm that's going to be a little different on the sidelines? Because I know that you got the black cloak for interceptions, stuff like that. If you guys got something in mind that is going to motivate you guys for a sack or anything along those lines, that you guys will run off to the sideline, do something?
I'm sure Coach Beard will put together a nice little celebration package for us so that we can show off to you guys.
There you go.
So last year you guys had a somewhat unique defensive scheme in college football. I guess how would you explain the differences between last year's scheme and approach and this year's scheme and approach?
Yeah, great question. Last year's scheme was primarily a 3-3-5, so it was we had less defensive linemen on the field. This year we've transitioned to more of a pro style 4-2-5. but it's also a multiple front, so we can come out and run 3 down, 4 down. We could put 3 linebackers on the field. We have so many different bodies that can do so many different things. We have different people that have played a lot of snaps, so we can put so many different people in so many different spots so we can come out and show every different type of front. Excuse me. So if we need to go and put 3D linemen on the field, we can do that because we have those meshable bodies that can do multiple things, like the Azarels, like the Jessies, like the Miles Woods, that if we need to put extra DBs on the field, we can do that. But we can also get bigger and put an extra linebacker in the box and keep 4 down D linemen. So whether it's us having 3 down, 4 down, we could put 2 D linemen down. It doesn't matter. We're going to come out with the same mentality.
Did you guys, as a unit, the ones that stayed, did y'all seek out the guys that transferred from Missouri State to kind of pick their brains about what to expect in terms of the coaches coming and kind of what the system was going to look like?
Oh yeah, definitely. With a new scheme coming in. I met with Coach Beard pretty early before the bowl game, and we were able to talk about what was going on, how he wanted to bring his approach, and with talking to the new defensive players that were coming from Missouri State, we were able to pick their brains, see what type of defense they ran, how the scheme worked, how we could go out and try and make plays. So we definitely picked their brains pretty early on just to be able to figure out, okay, this is how we're gonna run things, and this is how things operate with this staff.
I'm assuming it made that a little easier for you guys because you knew exactly what was going to happen with the little few wrinkles here and there.
Definitely.